Don't try to sneak into your room like that. I know what you've got behind your back. Records. More new records.
All right, so we are at Audio Ultra in
Greater Seattle.
And this is Ed Devito, and this is both his listening room and he brings people down here to retail.
Correct.
So it's a combination.
We're a high-end dealer of audio brands, CH Precision, Magico, Dolman turntables, Wattax for
So let's
DAC.
walk through the whole system. So show me what you got here.
Okay. So we're in what we call Music Room 1. It's one of two rooms that we have here at the listening center. This room consists of CH Precision, Wattax, and Magico. Both of our rooms are powered up. As you know, we're really into the electrical foundation of it all.
Yes, I certainly do.
And so what we have here coming into the room, we run 4-gauge cable, copper, into the behind this panel. There's a 4-gauge plug that falls into our sub panel. And our sub panel here has 6 branch circuits on top, circuit breakers like you normally see. And then behind it, there's 6 receptacles, 1 receptacle for each breaker. We plug in all the gear into it. We're not believers in conditioners and things of that nature if you don't need them. And I'm not saying anything more than that, but we like to go straight where we always can. We feel that's the best path.
Okay.
What we have up front here is CH Precision, their P1 preamplifier, X1 power supply for the preamp. Down up front we have a pair of monoblocks, CH Precision M1.1 monoblocks. Everything here is cabled up and wired up with AudioQuest Dragon power cables, XLR cables.
Know it well.
Just in the middle of all this is the Wattax Atlantis reference. It's their DAC with a CASA optical cable between the DAC here with its 2 power supplies and the Wattax Atlantis server. All sitting on critical mass amplifier stands.
Okay.
They're massive and they're just hard to fit in racks and shelves. So AudioQuest Dragon cables connect up to the Magico M6s. And then what's got really crazy is that we're such fans of AudioQuest, we run their AudioQuest Mythical Creatures Dragon series, the XLR. There's a 30-foot long Dragon XLR coming from the preamp all the way to the phono amp, which we'll get to here in a second.
Dare I ask you what the suggested retail prices of that cable?
You're about $60,000.
Just for that one cable?
For the one cable, for the one interconnect cable. But they're just amazing. I'm sorry.
I know they're amazing.
We're cable
you should
lovers.
put everything closer together so it's less costly.
And what's even more fun is right beside the run of the XLR, there's also an AudioQuest 25-foot Dragon power cable, which comes from our power panel and feeds an AudioQuest 5000 that supports our phono stages and our turntables down here on the side of the wall.
All right, let's get to the front end of things now. That's what we want to see.
So up front here we have the Kuzma Stabby Art with the Kuzma 4.11. Again, you were a big believer in Kuzma, and you're 100% correct in my opinion.
Yep. Great stuff.
Right next to it is our new Dolman Helix 2 turntable, carbon fiber top option. It floats on a Montes K suspension that you can actually see move up and down, arm and the platter. Right now we have the new Kuzma Saphir tone arm, which is lab-grown sapphire. This arm really allows the cartridge to really do its job.
And you got a Verismo in there.
Say again?
You got a Verismo in there, the Ortophon.
Yes, and the cartridge is a Verismo Ortophon. I say Verismo, you say Verismo.
Whatever.
I'm tomato, you're tomato?
Right. I'm an East Coast.
You're an East Coast guy.
So yeah, I've only seen this in the static display. This is the first time I'm going to get to hear it. I'm very excited to be able to hear this thing.
Yeah.
And that's all you got here, not much.
I got Solution down here for phono stages. We have Constellation for phono stages. They're not set up in this configuration here now.
Right.
We're running strictly CH Precision on the front end.
So if a customer comes down here and says, I want to hear that Constellation or that Solution phono preamp, how difficult this is for you to make a switch?
Very easy to make switches. Everything's all cabled up, set up properly. I'm really big in the system setup. Cable management's very, very cool, or very, very centric as far as what we do.
Yep.
And so gear has to be able to pulled in, pulled out. But even more importantly, it's like I want the customer to hear these products in their own home. So I'll go over, we'll set things up and get it right so they can spend some time with it and understand it. I mean, all of this audio equipment is very, very expensive, and they need to really spend some time with it to really know what's going on.
You take a credit card before it leaves your house?
It all depends on the customer, right? If I don't know you, there's going to be a credit card, right? Yeah. I need to verify the funds because you're talking $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 components.
Yeah.
I mean, so you got to be kind of smart about all that.
Yeah.
But what we do is, I mean, we're centric on power design for the home. We build our own UL certified products in Los Angeles.
Uh-huh.
And incorporated with that, we have the high-end components that you see here, and then also really big on setup. I mean, been really trained by Magico in a lot of ways in speaker placement and understanding the speakers, and that's really helped develop a lot of knowledge. Very, very centric to overall performance. In a room like here, you're going to hear everything. I mean, so if the recording is bad, you're going to hear it sound bad. If the recording is great, you're going to be looking for a seatbelt in your chair. I mean, that's just what you're going to feel when you get at this level of.
And I assume if the customer wants to hear it really loud, somebody upstairs doesn't come downstairs and say, "Turn that damn thing down." Right?
The rooms are all quiet rock.
Good.
They're all built for sound.
I'm just being facetious.
But it is that's a point you have to take into matter. So quiet rock is used throughout all of it.
Yeah.
Acoustic treatment paneling, but not overloaded, not overbearing, and you just have to really know your room. When you set up a system, you really need to walk your room and hear what your room is telling you, and that'll kind of start helping you with speaker placement and cable management and choosing the right components. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm into, and it's the kind of stuff I share with my customers.
Excellent. Thank you, Ed, very much. And Ed, of course, is partially responsible for my electricity upgrade. That's made the hugest difference.
It's incredible.
You know, when John Atkinson came over to measure the giant amplifier that I just finished reviewing, the Griffin, he did the test on it, and it was the first time he ever did that in my room, and the voltage did not droop at all.
It stayed constant.
And he put full power. I mean, he put full power into that thing, and no voltage droop.
That's awesome.
So that's
awesome.
That's really awesome.
And that's a testament, again, how important power is. People just don't, and again, there's certain reasons why they don't do it, but if you can, I'd say you go for it, because that'd be your cheapest, most bang for the buck improvement that you can do for an audio system. You don't need to agree. You don't need to go crazy high end. You need to do a crazy strong foundation that supports whatever you put on top of it or decide to change later. Your foundation will never change. Has to be maintained, but never change.
Okay, thank you very much, Ed.
Thank you, Michael.
Beginning of the show for me.